Yeah, welcome everyone. I would say let's start. Um, so today we don't have a prayer opening from our side prepared, and we wanted to give some of you the chance to bring maybe something to open us, a prayer from your heart, um, or a poem that you feel called to read for us, um, to allow more of our community togetherness as well. Maybe a song to open us into this next 1.5 hours together. Is there someone? Yes, Malcha, please.
A wordless melody. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, ay, oh. Ay, 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 oh. Ay, ay, oh. Ay, 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 ay.
I'll just take a half a minute to let those vibrations ripple, taking a few breaths, feeling the ground that holds you, the mother that holds all of us. Allowing yourself to pause for a moment and feel your heartbeat, the beat that beats all of us. Thank you so much, Malcha, for blessing us. And maybe take a moment to feel being here in community. Maybe the first time you're joining us. Maybe you've been with us for weeks, for 2 weeks already. This is day 16. Day 16 without food. Only 16 days. It's been so many days for the people in Gaza without sufficient food to eat. to feed their children, to be nourished, to be healthy. Not to speak of the terrible reality of complete destruction and loss of home and death. So, as we are together, our hearts are together, and we are with those who cannot be together with us or in peace at this moment. And we send them our love and our care, because we're here because we care. We don't choose to look away. As an antidote for apathy, for separation, we choose to come together in our heart, in our humanity, knowing that until everyone on this planet is free and well, no one is free. And this is the truth that we stand for in SATYAM. We believe in the power of togetherness, in the power of forgiveness, and the power of action. And we believe to be more powerful, it is if we join forces for humanity, for life. One life is one life, no matter where. One child is one child. We don't differentiate. We are for life, and for safety, and for dignity, and for freedom. And we recognize that it is not human beings, it is systems that human beings created and that they're part of, that are separating us and are oppressing us globally and here. And we believe that there is no one else that we can wait for to change that. It is us. So we are grateful for each one of you, for whatever you do in your life, and we want to empower you and tell you it's a lot. It is needed. We need you. We need all of us in this time. Thank you for showing up. We're in hunger strike because that's the last tool we have to put our body and our heart and our soul behind humanity at this moment, to use all our power and to align spiritually with the vision and the care and the love that we know unites us all, and the longing for peace. So we're in prayer for peace, and we're in action together. And this system which we wish to transform is a global system. And it's very felt here in the injustice that's happening day to day, and the pain is caused, and the dehumanization. And we understand that this is the result of cycles of trauma that cause cycles of violence. and everyone suffers from it. Today it's me, tomorrow it's you, then it's me again. So we seek to break this cycle together and to build a different world. So that's what we stand for in SATYAM, and we host everyone who wants to come in together in the spirit of peace in the occupied territories in the West Bank. And we hold spaces there for us to regroup, to grieve, to feel, and to empower the change we want to see. And we invite in these Zooms people that inspire us, that are allies in this strive for a different reality, and that put their hearts and their lives behind action so that they inspire us. And we also use this Zoom to inform, to get informed, to look at what's happening. And today we have direct access to voices from Masafer Yatta, which you might have heard is a Palestinian village that has been long harassed and demolished by settlers and by army, and that has endured incredible suffering without protection. And there is also a movie, remind me of the movie, it's not Breaking Silence, it is, what was the last one?
No Other Land.
No Other Land, that was filmed there. So if you want to write that down, that's a very powerful movie to get informed about also the realities here, because not only in Gaza, but also in the occupied territories in the West Bank, there's a continuous violence against Palestinians and threat against Palestinians and pushing them away from their homes. And this is something that we also want to show and be aware of. So we are so honored to have today Assaf, and who's with you today?
It's me and Salem. He was just about to go for 2 minutes with
It's okay. What was his name? I forgot now.
Salem.
Salem.
So we are so honored to have you with us today, and we really wish that more of the world can hear what's happening and more of the world can understand how they can be of support here in the land, but also beyond. So warmly welcoming you. May, do you want to add anything?
I just want to say we are deeply grateful to have voices from Masafer Yatta and deeply grateful and hopeful that we will be able to not only listen, but to also support and take action together with them, supporting the ending of the settlers' attack and military invasion and displacement of Masafer Yatta. It's one of the first places I got to meet as a Palestinian peace activist was actually in Masafer Yatta. And I'm here 14 years already. This place has been suffering the age of my long before I even came. So grateful. شكرا كثير لإلكم لوجودكم هون لأصواتكم. شكرا لنضالكم كمان لأجل مسافر يطا ولأجل بقائكم. We are very grateful for your resistance in Masafer Yatta, for you, Assaf, as well, everything that happens, and you continue to hold with faith, and you coming here and trusting. وإن شاء الله بنكون مش بس نسمعكم اليوم، كمان نفهم كيف ندعمكم ونكون سند لإلكم في عدم الترحيل وعدم تكميل الاحتلال الإسرائيلي بكل إشي بيسويه. تفضلوا. Welcome. Thank you.
So before we start, I will just say a short idea about the time. So you will have time to share with us, and then we will have time to break into small groups where each person can have also space to express how what they've heard lands in them, and maybe ways that they want to empower themselves to bring themselves more, and maybe ideas to support or to help. And then we'll come back together in a group. And yeah, just on a personal note, I also want to share with you that I will be going into the next days into silence, into prayer. So I will disconnect from as much as I can from online, and I will be each day with you in the same time, fully with you, but just in silence and in prayer. So I just wanting to share that with you. So yeah, welcome, Salem, Assaf.
You have a opening question to lead us into whatever that can help.
I think it can be meaningful to first of all hear who you are and your activism, and then also that you share with us the reality, how you experience it, so we can really understand what's happening. And then maybe it's helpful also or supportive that you share ways, in the end, you share ideas and ways that people can be in support. So these will be the 3 questions, yeah. And anything beyond that's meaningful for you to share with us.
So I start. So my name is Assaf Katz, born and raised in Israel, and been activist for living beings in the last 20 years. So both for Palestinian causes and human rights in Palestine and anti-occupation things and peace initiatives and also environmental issues along the years. Depends on what is currently most touching my heart or feels most urgent. And I'm also a meditation teacher. So for many years, I've been living in a meditation center. And on the 7th of October, it happened that I planned a few days before 7th of October to leave where I lived for 7 years in the meditation center. And just since then, I've been working strongly against the war in Gaza and to change the government in Israel. And also in the last year and a half, been coming to Masafer Yatta and having closer and closer relationship with the people here, especially with Salem. And I think maybe also Muhammad Ali is here with us. I don't know if he's here. Maybe, yeah, Muhammad Ali is also with us. He speaks only Arabic, just a bit of Hebrew, so I think he doesn't understand. But I love him so much that I would love him to be with us.
We speak in Arabic, and May can translate for him English. If May he wants to translate.
So that's me, and maybe Salem introduce, and then we speak about what.
اللي بده يحكي بالعربي وأنا أترجم له أكيد طبعا يعني إذا بيساعد.
احنا في كمان شاب اسمه محمد علي، هو متطوع معنا كمان، هو بيحكي بس عبري ما بيحكي انجليزي. انا بفكر انه ممكن يعني احنا نحكي بالعربي وانت تترجم الانجليزي لباقي المجموعه.
للي ما بيعرفوش يحكوا انجليزي بترجم لهم، يحكوا بالعربي وبترجم، مش مشكله.
I speak in English and in Arabic or in
I think
English.
it's better in English.
Okay. Maybe after we translate to Muhammad alone. Hello everybody. My name is Salem AlAdara. I born in Masafer Yatta in Tuana village. I born in Oslo. I grew up in the Intifada in Masafer Yatta. I tell you how the children he live in Masafer Yatta and how the children he become activists like me and like Muhammad also, and a lot of people now he's activist in Masafer Yatta. Really we live under the occupation in Masafer Yatta. When I become activist in 2014. I see a lot of promise. I see a lot of to do something. But what I see and what I touch in my heart, just if we go for the way for peace, we can do something. Because this, I'm from 2014, I'm a peace activist. And if we want to talk about what's happening in Masafer Yatta and then West Bank, this is, you need 1 month to sit and to tell a lot of story about this. This is me. If you need any question, if you need to know more, we can answer.
I think it will be good to hear from both of you more about what's happening in Masafer Yatta, a bit like further few years ago to how things started. What are you facing? What is happening for you also recently? What can be done also supporting you? ممكن تشاركونا أكثر كم سنة لورا كيف كان الوضع؟ إيش عم بيصير؟ الأحداث الأخيرة إيش ممكن نعمل لحتى ندعم؟ يعني شاركونا أكثر عن مسافر يطا وإيش بيصير فيها، وإنتوا كنشطاء سلام شو بتعملوا؟ شو ممكن هن يعملوا اللي عم بيسمعوا فيكم اليوم لحتى يدعموا في مسافر يطا؟
Really, if I want to talk about Masafer Yatta, like just come to talk about before 7 October. Before 7 October is different life. Yes, we have a problem with the settler. Yes, we have a problem with the government, with the demolition, but not like after October 7. When October 7 he starts, يعني he changed all of the life in Masafer Yatta. يعني I know for all of the Palestinian in West Bank or in Gaza, but in Masafer Yatta there is now is like 10 new outposts. This is a settler is not illegal. He still the land. يعني he have a lot of sheep also. The Palestinian here now in Masafer Yatta, he is like in the jail. يعني he can't do nothing. And يعني before October 7 it's يعني it's easy, but like not for free. يعني when the settler is coming to us, he come without gun. If he come, he can throw a stone or he come with a stick. But after October 7, the settler he come with a gun. يعني he don't speak to you. The gun he speak to you. يعني maybe you see in the media how many the settler he shot 3 guys here in Masafer Yatta. يعني really his different life. Also the demolition, like what's happened in Khalat al-Daba village. Assaf maybe seen his eyes what's happened in Khalat al-Daba. He's يعني he killed all of the village. Now the people, there is no place to sit. There's يعني also the tree, he cut the tree, not just also the home or the cave.
Yeah, I'll continue for this just for a second then. So I tell you, Salem, his brother, just had to call him now, so for a second. His brother is Basil, who made the movie No Other Land. So they're both like sons of activists, like real activism around. So my feeling that when you asked about Masafer Yatta, I felt the connection to the land. What the video you mentioned in the beginning, when you started speaking, it spoke about the land. And for me, like when you come here, There's like the main road, and there are like 3 big villages, Susia, Atawana, and then El Khir, but then you go into the land. It's like a desert. And there, for me, it's like it's a different life than what most of us know. It's like a lot more. It's like very small villages in the desert, living a really traditional life. And for me, it's like very special. I feel that what is happening now is like the destruction of a very important culture, which is kind of when you in the US or other places in America that you destroy the native culture. And this is what is happening here. And Salem mentioned the AlAdara, which is one of the villages. It's located on a it's like you go down a mountain slope. And I heard about the demolition. They destroyed the whole village. I think it's 25 houses. Like they came and destroyed all of them, demolished all of them. And a while ago, like 2 weeks ago, I was driving with Muhammad Ali, who is with us here. And we drive next to AlAdara, and then I see it. And we're speaking, and I just had to stop and cry. Like to really see, wow, this is like, it's different when you hear about things or you see it even in photos, but then you really understand what it means, like to demolish a village. And I say it now and I feel it again. It's kind of like for me, what is most difficult, so I don't live here. I have the privilege of coming and going, but I develop a relationship with my friends here. And slowly, I feel how this violence comes to my friends. And I start to feel the violence more in my life, I feel. And maybe the deepest thing that I feel is how unprotected people can be here. For me, the feeling is that if at any point the army or settlers wish to come and harm people, they just decide to do it. And there is no way to resist. Literally, like if you try, like you can try to resist, but nobody uses I didn't see, like for sure, like the Israelis who come who help, nobody uses violence against the settlers or army. I don't know about Palestinian cases, like I don't know, I did not see, but I just know how helpless you can feel, knowing that at any point this other can come and just cause harm. Yesterday it just came to, like settlers came into one of the smaller villages here with the sheep and goats, with the herd, and then the army came, and they just arrested 14 people, including women and children. Not that arresting men is okay, but they also arrested children and women, and it was, they came with the bus, like already prepared to arrest the people. And what is happening now in Masafer Yatta is, so it's been growing, this violence and like the feeling that settlers can do what they want and they take over a lot of land. It's not about just it's not just about the physical violence. It's also like people live here from herding goats and sheep and other things, or doing their agriculture. And then the settlers take the land. So slowly, kind of like the places that you can just go to are taken away. So the land is literally taken away from the people. And I don't know how it feels. Like for me, it took time to understand how claustrophobic it feels. Like you're used to knowing that what's around it, this is your land. This is where the land of your fathers used to walk. And you used to walk. And when I speak to people here, they know the land. They know exactly, like I was driving with one friend, and when he was saying, this is Wadi and that Wadi and that, this is the name, I thought, wow, it's like I drive in Tel Aviv and you tell me what's the name of the street. Like he knows everywhere. And now this place is just taken. Like you're not allowed to walk there. You're not allowed to go there. And I feel that's, for me, that's one of the most difficult things, and what is happening really now in these days, and maybe Sam can say about it more, is that about 10 days ago, I think, they decided that this place is declared as a military zone for like 20-something years or more. I don't know.
Yes.
But about 10 days ago, they decided that it's going to be used and there's nothing to do about it legally. So in order to use it, you have to evacuate the residents, which is, I think, if I'm not wrong, 2,800 less. 12 villages.
12 villages, but like for يعني خالة الضبع is already his demolition, now is 8 villages. He wants demolition, يعني is 9.
Demolish many villages, so and to like evacuate the residents. So this is kind of like what is happening really in these days. And we started like some Israeli called it, I don't know exactly some of the Israeli organizations who work against the occupation for a while started working together in order to understand what can be done. Both coming to the land, because Israeli presence still makes a difference. Like when Israelis come and sleep in the villages and record and just be there, it helps to de-escalate the violence to some degree. It's I can say as an Israeli, it's scary, but you know, it's important. And also to gather information and to spread it around, and also to get international diplomatic pressure to pressure this decision, because what is happening is that literally now every day it can happen without any notice before, that they just start to demolish houses, arrest people. And maybe another one thing that I find is there's kind of like the organized, in a way it feels like organized violence, that the army comes and the army and the police, and there's the unorganized, which means that they can come, the army can do what they want, and then they just allow the settlers to do what they want. Which for me, I feel that's, I don't know, like as an Israeli, I can say that meeting the army feels like, okay, at least I know how to, there is some kind of rules to it. But this feeling, maybe you can tell me, like with settlers feel there is no rules.
Yes. You don't take care of your Israeli or Palestinian. And he do the same when he wants to do. It's very important when we have Israeli actors. But now, like, who's the strong in the area is the Israeli activist. Why? Because the Israeli activist, the settler, he can't beat him, or he can't do what he wants with the Israeli activist, like when he see Palestinian. Also, when the soldier is coming, the Israeli activist, he know how to speak with the soldier. He speak the same language. He understand all the hukk. He understand all of the law. What's happened with me and with the Israeli activist just before maybe 2 weeks, he stopped us and he tell us this is his firing zone. You can't be here, and this is police and this is army. But in the same time, we have a settler near us, and the settler, he stopped us. The Israeli activist, he tell him, okay, he's Palestinian, he live here. I'm his friend. I come to visit him. I want to go, but before I want to go, you want to take the settler from here. If I don't have Israeli activist, maybe he arrested me. Maybe he do another thing, and he don't come to talk to me like I'm like a person. And he come and he see us sorry for that. He see us, we are like animal. And I don't see you. But when we have Israeli like Assaf and like my friend, he all the time with me. If I'm with my sheep, if I'm in my way, if I'm travel with him, I feel very safe. And the settler and the army, he don't come to do like when I'm alone. This is like very important thing, like we need the people to know what the Israeli activist he do in Masafer Yatta also. Just now I go running. There's settler just near us, just 400 meters. We have a problem. I hope the police is coming and he stop him.
Maybe to understand how close things are. So we're now in Atawani, and I can see from the house where we're sitting at Salem's house. So you can see the end of the village, and then maybe 100 meters above the village is the settlement. And sometimes it's closer, so it's kind of like really at any point, anything can happen in a way. But I feel I also want to say something about okay, lots of horrible things. I do want to say something about the beautiful human connection.
Yes.
That like for me, I've been a peace activist for many, many years, and so many times it can happen that you come. It comes from ideology. Something is important. There is an important cause, and I think that's really important to work from it. But also, at some point for me, it becomes it's just your friends. So Salem for me is a friend, just as a human being. Okay, like let go of this Israeli-Palestinian thing. Like we can just see this human saying, this is a human. Or Muhammad Ali, who is I think still here with us. That first time I met him, I thought, wow, what is this human being? Like thinking about him the next day is not because he's a poor guy in such a poor situation. It's kind of like, wow, I want to visit him. He's such a great guy. I just want to meet him. And I think it's really easy to go into only the political side, which is important. But it's really important to keep a human look at this. Like we come here, and a few days, I think last week we were here.
Yes.
And we bring this really nice game that play with children. And just for a lot of time, just play with the children. Just to see the regular reality of this is just human beings. Because I think we put this identities of Israelis and Palestinians, it's easier to be violent. It's the us and them. I think when it's just like, when people tell me, Palestinians say, this is Salem. He is my friend. I know his family. He tells me about his child, who's a really, really, really funny child. And I know what he likes. I know his dreams. I know his house. I travel with him. This is a human being. He's not different than me. And somehow I wish, like this deep wish, that we somehow like get to the heart of these things and break the separation which allows us to be violent. Maybe there are questions or something.
Yeah, Iran is raising your hand. Do you have a question, Iran?
We know Iran, so it's not fair.
No, it's with camera, I see.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So it's not a question. I just want to share how moved I am to see Assaf and to know that Muhammad Ali is here. I had the honor to be the guest of Muhammad Ali for 3 days a few months ago. through a friend, a shared friend.
Maybe I translate you إيران. محمد هو
Yeah.
اللي بيعرفش إنجليزي صح؟ فأترجم إيش محمد معانا أترجم؟
ثواني بس محمد زياد
معك في
موجود
أترجم.
هي
إيران شارك إنه هو ممتن جدا لأنه بيعرفك وهو كان في ضيافتك لمدة 3 أيام قبل أكم من أسبوع. Continue إيران and I will translate for
Yeah.
you.
So yeah, I think Assaf spoke very, said a lot of things also from my heart, and I really admire that Assaf, with all the pain and the violence, that really is terrible. We talk about it, but the words cannot express the reality of people being treated like animals that are hunted.
وعساف أحكي كثير كلام اللي كأنه طالع كمان من قلبي، وممتن جدا كمان لوجود عساف اللي رغم كل الحزن والوجع وكل الأشياء اللي بتصير كمان بعدكم موجودين وحاضرين، وفيش إشي بيوصف ولا كلمة رغم كل إشي حكوه، فيش إشي بيوصف طريقة التعامل اللي بيتعاملوا فيها مع الناس هناك في مسافر يطا، وكأنهم حيوانات اللي بيتم ملاحقتهم طوال الوقت.
But just last 2 sentences, that is wonderful that Assaf mentions how beautiful the place and the people there are. I was only 3 days, so you can say maybe I only met the beautiful people, but I only met beautiful people and a beautiful culture and a biblical landscape. And one last sentence, when I asked, before I left, I asked Muhammad Ali, just one sentence, and then I shut up.
Just stop with the translation, so it's hard, it's difficult to remember.
Forget what you're sharing, Iran, so bear with me.
It's not so important. Most important that Muhammad Ali sees me.
To also understand what you are saying, so I'm translating.
Yes, I'm sorry, please, yes, go ahead.
هو كمان ممتن لأنه عساف مش بس شارك الوجع، والبصير كمان شارك عن جمال الناس اللي هناك وعن جمال الثقافة وعمق الثقافة اللي موجودة في المجتمع في مسافر يطا. ويمكن حدا يقول إني ما كنتش إلا 3 أيام فما شفتش إلا أحسن ناس، ولكن أنا بقول لا، أنا تقابلت مع مجتمع اللي هو عميق وجميل جدا، وكمان فيه عمق من الكتاب المقدس، يعني من مسيرة المسيح كمان مطل عليها كمان. Continue on.
Yes, so it just really moves me every time when I remember and I tell other people. Before I left, I asked Muhammad Ali, how can I help you? I live in Germany. How can I help you? And he said, come visit me again. And this, I always think about this. And I really hope I can come to visit soon.
وأنا قبل ما أطلع من عند بيت محمد علي أنا سألت محمد شو بقدر أسوي لحتى أدعمك، ومحمد جاوبني وقال إنه ترجع وتزورنا، تكون موجود كمان مرة، وهو يستنى في اللحظة اللي يرجع ويكون كمان موجود ويدعمكم كمان مرة. شكرا.
محمد حبيبي، يمكن بدك تحكي كمان.
احنا بنتشرف فيكم كلكم، ونتشرف في إيران، وبنتمنى يزورنا كمان مرة. وشخص كان رائع ومحترم وحلو معنا واجا قاعد لنا، وبنشكره على جيه علينا وصبره على الوضع اللي احنا فيه المدة اللي قعدها. وإحنا بنتشرف في زيارتكم، دعمكم لوجودنا، توصلوا صوتنا لبرا، توصلوا كيف إحنا عايشين، شو المعاناة اللي بنعانيها في ظروف اللي بنمر فيها القاسية، بالأخص يعني في فترة ما بعد الحرب.
I
هي
wish
فترة
to
صعبة علينا جدا جدا، صعبة علينا.
خليني أترجمك عشان أكون واضح وما أنساش إشي. He wants to welcome everyone and honors this initiative and all the people who are here and Iran. Your visit to them was a blessing, and he's also saddened for the hard times that they are facing also whilst you were there. And he's also hoping that soon you will be able to go and visit. And also he said that it is important that you bring the voice, that you support the sustainability of the community in Masafer Yatta, that you protect the community as well. كمل محمد.
هذا شو بيقدروا يوصلوا صوتنا لبرا، شو الظروف اللي بنمر فيها هيك، لأنه إحنا بنعاني حاليا من سياسة تهجير قسري. بدأ في خلة الضبع إنه هدوا المساكن تبعتهم، بعدين طلبوا إنه ما يعني في الوقت الحالي ممنوع أي صوت يفوت عليهم، ممنوع
So,
حدا من برا القرية يفوت عليهم، اللي بفوت بأخذوا سيارته بحجزوها.
so we ask you to take our voices all around the world to bring our story and to support us from being displaced, because we are being threatened with displacement soon. So we request that you carry our voices and our story, and you help support us and protect us as we are going through really hard times, especially after the 7th of October. Mhm.
يعني من المضايقات اللي بنعاني منها لحد امبارح، أجل متنخلي المستوطنين جابوا الجيش بدهم ياخذوا أخو إلي صغير عمره 14 15 سنة. يعني مشاكل كلامية بينه وبين الجيش، لأنه الجيش فلته بحجة إنه واحد مرق، بس مش من يعني هيك تبلي، يعني بيخلقوا أعذار تبلي عشان يتبلوا أي مشكلة. حتى وأنا معكم في الاجتماع هان هالحين المرق من عندنا بالجمال، وطلع مرق يعني مشى مع نص البيوت بالجمال تبعته وراح لمحل ثاني.
Up until yesterday, the settlers threatened to arrest my brother, and then they called the military to come arrest my 14-year-old brother. And I went into argument with them, with others, in order to not let them take him. And up until this moment, as we were talking to you, one of the settlers passed by with his camels, and he passed through all of the houses before he continued threatening their safety and like the community. Yeah. شكرا محمد. Dan, you have a question there?
شكرا لكم جميعا، يا رب الله يحفظكم.
شكرا محمد. بعرفش إذا دان عنده سؤال لكم. Yes, Dan.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, I just want to echo a few things that have been said, because I've been working for a few years just across the Green Line with Bedouin communities in unrecognized villages in the area of El-Bkea, El-Fura, and which is really very, very close by. On issues of desert sustainability, access to water, civil rights of the local population. And one thing that I want to echo is really that, also to say that the people that I've met there during our work are really very, very, generous, well-intentioned, beautiful people. And especially now, since the 7th of October, because I live abroad and I go there for work. And every time I've been to the land, it's been really difficult for me to come on, on these short journeys, short trips. And I actually, the people that I found the most gave me the most sense of optimism and joy were actually, the Bedouins that I was working with, because their experience is that their life is ongoingly very difficult and challenged, and they're ongoingly under threat. So for them, not in a way, yes, the situation has gotten worse, but they seem to have developed a very strong ability to deal positively with these very, very difficult challenges. And they have developed, amazing resilience that we can really learn from. And I think this was really, really very supportive for me. In a sense, I go to the community to support them, but then I actually gained a lot of emotional support from working with these people. The other thing is that this reality of demolitions and evictions is not limited to Masafer Yatta. So anyone who doesn't really understand the broad context, also Bedouin communities living within the recognized borders of Israel are under tremendous threat. And I was just like last year, I was present at a demolition in Wadi Al Khalil, where 47 homes were demolished in a very short while. And you have to understand that when they say demolition, it's not just houses, it's trees. People have been living there for decades, and they built a home and they built a village, and there's agriculture, and it's full-grown trees, in the desert, full-grown trees and orchards. And the sheep that are just walking, that sheep pen was destroyed. So the sheep are just wandering and not knowing where to go. And the horses are wandering and not knowing where to go. And, it's such a tragedy. It's such a tragedy. And you can see that it's just wanton destruction. And it's really, really heartbreaking. And like Assaf was saying, there's a lot that we can learn from these communities about sustainability and about living sustainably in the desert. And it feels like such a wanton destruction of something that is very, very precious, the treasure, regardless of the human rights and the fact that there are people suffering. It's a real treasure that one should preserve, because it's of tremendous value to the country or to just to humanity. And is being destroyed, and that's very, very sad. So I think that wasn't really a question, just wanting to reinforce what's been said. Thank you.
Shukran. Thank you.
I wanted to say something about generosity, which generally is something that I feel very strongly in Palestine, and maybe even more here in Masafer Yatta. That when Rand and I were in Halawa, which is the village where Muhammad Ali lives. So we went there, and they thought about who will prepare lunch for us. They literally thought about it, like there was like a quarrel between them. And like my feeling is that I can come here and I always get like the house welcoming, like the feeling of you are welcome is so strong, and this feeling of community and generosity. So, it's not a rich place generally, yeah, and I feel such a generosity. And for me, it brings the feeling of that I want to give back. Like, yeah, I want to be here and to experience it, and I want to give back. And I feel that there's a lot of need here, and the need is, as we did a tour here like 2 months ago, me and Salem, and we organized a tour, and Muhammad, we visited also him, and we went in the last we went to a few places, and the last place we went to is a village called Jinba that I think maybe 2 weeks or 3 weeks before the visit, there was a very big attack there, like people being beaten by the army and settlers, and I think 24 people arrested and getting fines. It's like really horrible. And then we went there and we sat with one of the older people of the village, and in the end he told us, we don't need food or money or water or anything. We just need you to spread the word, just to recognize who we are and like talk about it. That's all. It's not we're not lacking anything. And I feel like this is maybe it's connected to what I said to the generosity. I feel because I feel so much generosity, I'm happy to talk about this space. And I like what I wish is that we let it into our hearts, and from there we try to do what we can. And if it's, I think we can do many things. We can help spread the word. If we live abroad, we can contact the diplomats who are connected to Israel. We can support with money. We can find the ways. We can connect to different organizations who work on the ground. I mean, for example, we as an organization, we support Salem and Muhammad Ali, and we wish to support others as much as we can, so people can be active here and can work. And the world is a very small place now. Yeah, we can really make a difference. For example, SATYAM, which I love, it's a great place. Like David lives most of the time, if I'm not wrong, in Germany. Yeah, and we do it together now. Yeah, it's the whole world can work together for causes. So we kind of like don't think like I'm so far away. What can I do? It's like I'm so far away, and yes, I can do something. What can I do? And we can do things. So we can really, every small thing we do has, for me, it has a meaning. You can just talk to your friends and see the movie. Watch the movie. It's a very important movie. It won the Oscar. In Israel, they didn't show it anywhere because it won the Oscar, because it's a pro-Palestinian movie. It's like it was made by a Palestinian and an Israeli, and won the Oscar for the best documentary film, and they didn't screen it in Israel because they don't want people to know what is happening here. So I really encourage you to watch the movie and spread the word.
Thank you, Assaf, and thank you, Salem and Ali, and also I added the YouTube channel from SATYAM. So if you're missing a Zoom, we're recording and you can follow up. And you can also send it to friends to show them and inspire them and inform them and to invite them into the community. Really asking you to share always with few people, friends, family, that we grow. If each one reaches out to 3 people, then we'll grow, and we need to see that we reach many people as we can to strengthen this movement, this community. So thank you for that, and want to welcome. So I posted, if you need to leave on point, you have already all the links, but I want to welcome 2 or 3 voices, just bringing some essence back from your group, some feeling or something you want to share with the bigger group or with the speakers. And after that, we can stay for another 10 minutes if you want to have some urgent questions that you want to get answered. So, yes, opening the space for a couple of sharings.
May I nominate someone? David?
You don't want to speak, you want to nominate someone?
Yes.
Okay, why not?
Shula, can you please join us and give us some hope? No? Maybe she dropped off.
How did the conversation touch you?
I think Shula dropped off, so I just want to say one thing. Shula has been an activist for decades on the front line with programs reaching cross borders. She is affiliated with J Street. She works on different initiatives and very connected to Masafer Yatta, which she connected me to Oda. And this is the videos that I keep on posting in the chat. Today, we were fortunate to have had a Zoom call with the head of the human rights for the United Nations, one delegate from the Tzitz in Ramallah, and the head is apparently cannot enter Palestine, so he is in Jordan. And we brainstormed on how to bring change. And I think that one of the things that we took away from, and I'll share it with the group once we gather our thoughts, is really we need bottom up, boots on the ground activism to empower what everyone is doing from high level, because everyone knows the story. It's hard to mobilize people. It's hard to move countries. Some are shy of speaking truth because of political motivations, and we need to get as many people active on the ground. And I'll share things that we will brainstorm with them on how we can raise it to the next level. So thank you.
Thank you so much for what you're doing. Yes.
It's a little bit, but every little bit counts.
Yes.
Thank you, dear. Thank you, everything.
Shula? No.
People are asking how to connect with you, so maybe you can give your contact in the chat, Avital.
Sure.
Thank
One
you.
second, I will. I'll pass it on to someone else. I don't want to take too much time.
Yeah, is there any other voice from the groups that, or anything you want to share before we part ways?
I just wanted to express gratitude for like having this space, and that it's just really good to be together, and just to also just be able to be with the grief, and something I feel like for me, just having the chance to be with grief will also just help me kind of also move more into action. And so, yeah, thank you.
Hello, everybody. For me, I would like to share my support for all of you, SATYAM, for what are you doing. And I would like to say for Assaf and for Muhammad also that you are on the right path. And to choose this path, you are correct, because, yeah, violence, it just will bring violence. And I know what you feel. I know what you see every day. Please don't follow your anger, and don't let anyone to follow your anger, because you see what's happening in Gaza, and we don't need to see this is happening also in the West Bank and in Masafer Yatta or anywhere in Palestine. I would like also to say to Muhammad that your voice he is arrived. I'm in Plum Village in France, and every day many people come to this place and they listen to your voice, and they are giving you full support, and they believe in a peace movement. I would like also to thank the international community for their support for SATYAM and for all the peace movement. And I am, as a Palestinian from Gaza, I'm just saying to all of you that that's what exactly we need. We need this peace movement. We need more people to support this movement. We need more people to be in this path. And we are believe that we are on the right way. And this is the only way that we can create a wonderful future. Thank you so much.
شكرا
Thank
معين.
you,
شكرا.
Muin. Thank you.
محمد معين هو من غزة، كان معنا أول امبارح، هو وأخته كمان أخصائية، شاركونا المجازر والوجع اللي بيصير بغزة، بس كمان إيمانهم باللا عنف وإيمانهم بالسلام ومحاولتهم لمساندة ومساعدة الناس بغزة رغم كل شيء. معين موجود بفرنسا في البلام فيليج. شكرا معين لوجودك معنا حبيبي، شرف لإلنا مساندتكم وشرف لإلنا وجودكم معنا، وشكرا إنه كمان مرة اليوم لوجودكم، شرف عظيم لإلنا. For those who don't know, I shared that Mu'in was with us. He's from Gaza. 2 days ago, he was with us with his sister Fatima. She's a therapist working on the ground in Gaza. And they brought the pain of what is happening, the grief, but also the voice, non-violence and peace. معين عم بطلبوا حبيبي كيف يتواصلوا معاك، إذا ممكن كمان مرة تشارك اللينك على الشات للي بحب يكون على تواصل معاك. He will share the links with
Sure,
you.
I will share my contact with all of you in the chat. And thank you مايا، شكرا كثير لك حبيبتي، وشكرا كثير على جهدك
أكيد.
وعلى كل شيء عم تعمليه انت والفريق اللي معك.
شرف لإلنا، شرف لإلنا، شكرا.
If you wish to see, you can watch the recording if you went there. It's very meaningful to watch. It's very heartbreaking and also inspiring humanity. So really encouraging you to watch that recording from yesterday.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. The day before yesterday. Yes.
The day before.
Yeah.
So maybe what do you feel, May? We invite someone to close for us today with a prayer or with a song.
Yes, we would
Can
love to.
I,
You want to
can
say
I
something?
I just want to show before when we broke into the groups, I showed you the land. Just
Oh yeah.
to show you that it's okay. It's just part of the land, very small part. This is the part of the land. It's getting darker now. Oh, sorry. No, this is me, and this is the land. If I could show you, this is north, and if I could show you the east side, you can see like very, very far away into the desert. So beautiful. And also to add that I shared in the now I shared the link to the English version of No Other Land, and it's not for free. You need to buy it, but you can see it there.
Thank you. Is there someone that would like to close us with a prayer or a song?
I can play something for you if you're open.
Yes, please.
Kannst du den Monitor so machen, dass ich jetzt. Mhm. Warte.
Oh. Do you hear anything? I don't hear.
I think it's the microphone
Static.
configurations.
We cannot
Oh.
hear.
Yeah. One second, sorry.
Felix,
Okay.
let me introduce him while he's preparing. He's been playing concerts to raise funds for SATYAM for the last month.
Yeah. 11 concerts.
Sharing his
Okay. Okay.
No.
I prepare it for tomorrow, or when it fits. I don't know when the next time is. And for now, I don't want to have more space here. Thank you.
Thank you for your intention. So maybe we. Yeah.
If there's a song about love and fear that was written in Hebrew, but I could read it out in English. I think it's a prayer about the relationship between love and fear, if you want.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Okay. Can you hear me okay? Yeah? Okay. Love and fear, Yehud Shalem Mizrahi. Love and fear went for a walk. They talk and each one has a different voice. Fear is saying, please give me love and maybe I'll forgive. Love is saying, it doesn't matter what you'll give me, I will always want to love more. Love and fear is saying, it's dangerous for me to love, my heart might break apart. Love is saying, may my heart break apart and clear its place for a bigger heart. Love and fear. Fear is saying, then I'll keep myself from wrong and maybe I'll become love. Love is saying, there's no right and there's no wrong, there's only the dance of being. Love is saying, the right and the wrong, both are the wonders of creation. Love and fear. Fear is saying, love, you are so naive, how you are not afraid. Love is saying, sometimes I'm also afraid, but I love the fear as well.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, dear. Thank you. شكرا لكم من مسافر يطا. شكرا لكل مقاومتكم ولوجودكم معنا. شرف عظيم لإلنا. Thank you for being with us from Masafer Yatta, for bringing the voice, for your resistance, your love, your partnership. It's an honor to have you, and I really hope this evening, your message being heard by us will really support you, will really come handy toward you. will really help support Masafer Yatta not to be displaced, will really support your sustainability. And again, we invite you all to continue connecting to them, to Masafer Yatta. As Abital say, how can we support further? And as Assaf said, no matter where we are, what can we each do in order to protect each other and to stand for each other? شكرا لكم كمان مرة. Yes, شكرا. David and thank you all. شكرا.
شكرا لكم. شكرا.
Thank you, Naha.
Thank you so much.
Salam, Assaf.
شكرا كثير.
شكرا.
شكرا لكم حبايبي مروة، شكرا ومعين جيل
شكرا
ميلان،
لكم كلكم، شكرا.
شكرا كثير لكم. إن شاء الله قريبا بنيجي عندكم على مسافر ياتا.
أهلا وسهلا بأي وقت. أنا كنت بسدية على فكرة.